Alright guys, we are here doing a decking profile for Blademaster. So Blademaster is not the best Kagero deck that's in this format right now. Obviously we know who's the best deck in the format is the Cross, your boy that gets it done. But Blademaster is still a really pretty good deck. Just being able to retire your opponent's back rows, just eliminating your whole opponent's board is it's still good. It's very good. And you know what I mean, you still have the counter charges like the Cross, and like I said, you have the more retire, and you're able to get to your strides and start doing like the most of everything. So you don't have the blessing, but you do have like Legion or whatever in the deck. But your main ride is going to be Blademaster. So starting off, we are talking about the starter Conero. Going to be a starter for a very long time. I don't know how many times I end up saying this, but he's going to be a really good starter for a very long time. Counterblast 1, basically search a grade 1. Sometimes you just searching your stride fodder, so you can search your Blademaster, or you're searching like counter charge. Most of the time you're probably going to be searching your PG because this isn't dope. This isn't the Cross, so you don't drive check as much, and you don't get as many draws and stuff like that, so you don't get as many cards cycled through your deck. So going straight to our main rise is Gigantic Blademaster, Blademaster, which he gets better. He's another iteration of himself, and then he also gets his own stride, which is Titan, and Titan is super amazing, pretty good for a little while until like I guess like Zegenberg comes out and stuff like that. But his GB2 skill is during your turn if you have more rear guards than your opponent, plus 5k and a crit, which comes up very nicely when you're out of strides and you're just trying to push whatever damage you can get. Him and I guess Chronojet is probably one of the ones that have the pretty good GB2 effect. I guess maybe Altmaier every now and then. Yeah, so stride skill, really good stride skill. Counterblast 1. When you G stride over this, Counterblast 1 retire when your opponent's rear guards. So you literally, if you use your stride and then you use Blademaster, you're really taking out both intercepts every turn and consistently doing that while putting on damage to your opponent. So in this like decks like Royals, Golds, like any United Sanctuary decks, their most protection is their intercepts, and if you're just dealing with those on a regular basis, it's hard for them to protect themselves. And he also gets the plus 3k when he's placed, like the rest of the G unit grade 3s. So it's pretty good. For some reason, Muhammad is one of the strides I use the most because Blademaster's already taken out one intercept. Your opponent doesn't commit too much to the board because they don't want to lose all their cards. So you know what I mean, you end up using Muhammad just to take out a back row or whatever. We're also playing Petition Emperor Dragon, Gigantic Overlord the Great. Pretty good card. Just mostly if you like, this is still Kagero, so you're still getting through a lot of cards, and you're striding that you have 3 drive checks every turn. So you really run through your cards very easily. And there's a necessity to play a Legion, basically. He Legions with Gigantic Neoflame, which Neoflame is a 4 of in every Kagero deck for right now. So since you're playing Neoflame, why not play the Great? Sometimes I use the skill, sometimes I don't. It just depends. Depends on if my opponent has too many resist units, which Brawlers is still out there with resist units. You still have Bermuda Triangle. You still have Bermuda Triangle and other cards like Aquaforce that have resist units. So swinging over and intercept to still give your opponent 3 swings to the face is still good. You just got to have the cards to be able to discard. It's really tough to have that going. So once per turn during your battle phase, when this unit attacks a rear guard, if you are in Legion, Counterblast 1, discard 2 cards, stand this unit and draw 2 cards. And then he also, if he hits, when he attacks, if he hits, retire a unit with the same name as him to retire one of your opponent's rear guards, which, you know what I mean, you really don't have the cards consistently to be able to use that skill and use it to restand still. And then we're still playing the 1 Overlord. 1 Overlord is still good as long as we have Grom in the deck, and he's only going to be restricted to Dote. We can still play him in Blademaster. We're still going to have enough counterblast to use Overlord. I haven't used it yet since I've been playtesting it. But, you know, I mean, in theory, it would be a good card if you draw it. And like I say, you're going against resist units. 4 Hill Guardians, still playing the Mother Orb Dragon, basically a 15k shield. If you don't know anything about G and 0, this is a 15k power. It procs before a PG. If you have 2, if it hits over, if your opponent's card is hitting over 1 Hill Guardian, then the second one will proc. The last thing will proc will be a PG. Alright, so one of our main strides, well, my main stride is Muhammad for some reason, because your opponents commit too many cards to the board. But the second main stride, or the main stride if your opponent does put double intercepts on the board, is Divine Dragon Knight Mustafa. He's a really good card. He's going to be played, him and Rootfell are going to be played in the deck for a while, even all the way to when the new Kagura or Overlord trial that comes out, which probably will be like set 6 or something like that. Which he basically does Counter Blast 1 once per turn, flip G Persona Blast, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it, and then for every Mustafa face up in the G zone, not counting this card that's on Vanguard, you basically have one of your rear guards gain the following effect. One of your units gain the following effect if it hits counter charge. So most of the time you're not really flipping himself. He's literally, like, I think the only GR that doesn't have to flip himself. He can flip something else, but I think he gets replaced with the Vortex stride, because you don't have to use any counter blast. If you just hit, you just retire units. It's still good or whatever. And then we're playing 3 of that, so you unflip Muhammad, and then you counter charge him and use it twice. So counter charge isn't really that important in this deck, because you have Grom and you have Benakasis or whatever, so you're still fine. You really don't run out of counter blast. We're also playing 2 Root Flare, Flame Emperor Dragon King Root Flare. Basically, G Persona Blast, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire all cards in the same column. He is G Break 2, so you have to go into Mustafa or Muhammad first before you go into the Root Flare, which sometimes it's like the second stride or the last stride, because it does take counter blast. Alright, and we're still playing 3 Benakasi for the counter charge if he hits. We're playing 2 of the Burnout just for more intercept retire if you don't have the cards to stride, because we are still playing like 5 Overlords. And then we're also playing 4 of the Gigantic Neo Flame. Basically, if a card in the same column, this card is retired, counter blast 1 to retire another card in the same column. Still good. Be able to take out your opponent's boosters if you're especially against like Victor or whatever. You take out their boosters, they can't really hit good numbers or restand with great power, and you get to hit the starter also. And then 12k attackers is always going to be a 4 for a while, because 12k, being able to swing without a booster is really good at the Vanguard. You really don't commit too much to the board while you're playing, unless you're going to push a little heavy. You usually just put the 12k up with the Muhammad, and you just swing in, retire something, and just put 2 damage on the board, and just keep doing that consistently. We're also playing 2 Demonic Dragon Mage. I'm not going to butcher that name. He basically gets plus 5k for every card retired by a card effect. If you're not playing against Gear Chronicle or another Kagura deck, you'll be able to proc this off a good amount of times. But if you are, they're gonna keep spinning your stuff back to deck. Your hardest matchup is definitely Gear Chronicle, because they continuously keep basically putting non-triggers back in your deck, and then it's hard for you to proc your triggers, so it's hard for you to keep consistent cards in your hand. And then we're also playing 3 Grom. Basically Soul Blast 2 to counter charge. You really don't have much soul, because you're not re-legioning like you do in a cross. So we're not playing 4. We are playing the unflip PGs, pretty good. And then we're also playing 4 of the Stride Fodder. It also serves as a grade 3 searcher. a Blademaster searcher, because even when we get the new Blademaster, they change these abilities to be able to search the new Blademaster also. So just searches any card with Blademaster in its name. And since we're a Stride-based deck, we play 4 of the Stride in this deck instead of the Cross. And then we're also playing Muhammad. I don't know how I missed him, but he's basically just an on-hit retire card. Like I said, you mostly use him most of the time, just because You know what I mean? Your opponent doesn't commit too much to the board. So let's just get into some games to see if we can win some. You know what I mean? The cross isn't, I mean, Blademaster isn't the greatest, but it's good enough, if that makes sense. So a little drink. Let's get in there. I'm gonna try to drop some more videos coming up soon, as fast as possible. Also, disclaimer: like, comment, and subscribe. All support is definitely appreciated. I do appreciate everybody looking at my videos, and I wanted to keep going, so help out my channel. Definitely appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to get Kagura. We don't want these cards, so hopefully we draw into a Blademaster. Nope, we draw into 2 Heel Guardians. Okay. Alright, so depending on how things go, I probably should have kept the Legion. Just because, like, it's tough because we got these Heel Guardians in our hand. So we're going to ride this because I don't want him to be bashing me on grade 2 as much. We're going to do this, and we're going to wait one more turn before we drop the Starfighter and try to search Blademaster. There he is. There he is. This might be one of them games I do stride. I mean, Legion. So, but I probably won't use the skill. Like I said, having 2 cards to discard is tough because you have so many more cards to guard with these days. So it's super tough. If he does have Blademaster, I'm not going to give him that second damage. I'm not trying to get destroyed by the cross over here. I'm pretty sure he's playing the cross. Yeah, he has Neo Flame. So we're just going to swing at his intercept next turn. We have all our pieces. Hitting some good draws. That's pretty nice. We're just gonna search our PG, and then it's too bad. I'm not gonna waste this. I will, but I don't want to waste the Neo Flame either. Benincasi is not really that great. He's just, there's just no other great grade 2s to play for Kagura right now. They'll get more soon, no worries. But right now it's just no better cards. You know what I mean? Why not counter charge when you can, I guess? I have a lot of cards in my hand, but it's fine. We'll just swing here. No reason to give him the second damage. Especially they hit you with a Grom and then they just have their crit with the restanding. If they go to the end, they might just go to cross and it's called a day. Yeah. Oh, he must got hella D. See, so he had a Persona Blast. He had a Persona Blast because he wouldn't call the end if he didn't have it. Whiffed heal, but it's going back in deck anyway. Next turn, another DN checked. Going back in deck regardless. Doesn't even matter. All right, maybe we heal. No heal for us. All right, that's cool. Oh, we did overdraw. It feels super terrible to overdraw in this deck. Alright, so we're just going to go Muhammad. Like I said, your opponent doesn't put much on the board, so it's hard to actually, you know what I mean, use the other strides. It's just not necessary. What should I do? Yeah, I shouldn't waste Counter Blast. I guess doing this is fine. No reason to call that. But I wanted to be on board when I retire stuff. Should I push? I don't feel it necessary. Cause I literally just lose to a bad trigger, so there's just no reason. Like, it's just not necessary. I'm drawing like crazy though. I would like a heal trigger if you don't mind. A heal trigger would be amazing. I could have pushed, but it's just a waste. I want to keep Neo Flame just in case I need to deal with some boosters. Was it going to draw so much and drop check so much? It kind of might not matter, but we'll see. Just gonna play everything back. 2 dotes going back to deck. Yes, sure. Search dope. Searching that dope. Alright. 6 cards in hand. That hand's about to get real full real quick. He didn't call any more cards, which is kind of weird, but he probably just has PGs and, well, that's 1 PG down. I'm pretty sure you put the other one back, but it would be nice to check a heal trigger deck, if you don't mind. That would be great. Alright, so we're gonna proc one of these heals. We're gonna hold the Overlord in hand just in case we need the Legion. Checking those triggers, brother. Checking those triggers. Heal Guardian. Alright, so we'll just go Muhammad again. We have to discard it for a stride. Never mind. We can't hold on to it. I did want to, but never mind. We'll get more. We'll get more. Alright. So you just keep going to Muhammad. They don't wanna commit cards, which is whatever. Doesn't make a difference to me. Commit cards, don't commit cards. So we just call this. Go ahead and get a nice counter charge. And then just call this. This is only hitting 20, which is unfortunate, but oh no, it hits 21. I forgot he gets hit 12k. Alright, so we're hitting good numbers all around the board with the heal. Very nice. Let's just see what he gets here. No trigger, cool. Let's proc a PG. Check a heal, please. Check a heal, thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, check one of those PGs. Alright, he has no heal guardians in hand. So that means they're all still in deck. And that's 1 PG down. We used to have 2 PGs in that heal guardian, so that's pretty fine. He has 2 counter blasts, so he can't like do burnout shenanigans. He's gonna take out a booster, which he probably should have took out this booster instead, because I have a replacement for this. So this is a problem booster because if I'm taking out both columns, and this is getting dumb big. This is getting so big. Oh, he has counter charge. He might, if he doesn't have to search dope, or he has another cross, he might just retire my. Nah, it wouldn't be necessary because he's already retiring this. He'll only get to retire 1. So we're probably gonna keep our booster that gets done big. So it's gonna be really good columns. We're definitely gonna like push really hard, and hopefully he doesn't get any heals. So it's just see what he does. What he gets, I mean. More draws. Cool. I've seen so many draw trigger. That's crazy. So many in this deck. I think I've only drawn like 2, I think it was. No, I think I only drew 1. The rest of them I was checking. Yeah, because I overdrew. I overdrew 1 trigger, which was unfortunate. But I didn't really have many cards to call. Alright, he checks the heal. Unfortunate for us. And it goes to drop. And then he retires the booster. Come on now. Move it a little slow, my man. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna restand. Okay. That's good too, I guess. That's good too. You can restand too. PG to the bottom. Heal trigger whiffed. Alright, I really don't know how many hit PGs he has left because he's just been checking them. I mean, he's put them all back in deck. Alright, yeah, we're definitely going to stride here. Definitely. There's no point in going roof flare because, like, taking out columns is just not necessary. I guess getting big is necessary. So I guess it's fine to go roof flare here. Yeah, it's a good time to go roof flare. Because I can retire his whole board with what I have. Let's see here. Oh, I can't. I forgot. I really can't retire everything. My man's gonna be big. I don't want to call it a stride fodder. What do I do here? What do we do here? I guess we do this. We can just do this. It's fine. The what's called is gonna get so big. It's gonna be so big. So it's gonna be 21. Go here, and then we just go battle like this. If he has like, I guess what, 2 PGs, we just struggle. Hopefully we hit some heal triggers. We have like still one more left, right? We like running out of cards too. Heal trigger. Oh, he had 2 PGs. We still have one more heal. Hopefully we can take the game. It's tough, man. The cross is just the better Kagero deck. Just getting through cards a lot easier. We only checked like 1 heal, but we drew 2. So you can swing over the intercept, and it's 3 swings to the face. And he's put more triggers back in deck. How do I have? Well, he's been legioning, I guess. But my deck count is so low. My deck count is so low. Yeah, man. Now he wants to get rid of it. Now you want to get rid of it. Yeah, I don't think a heal, not even a heal saves us here. This is definitely game. Give quick grass to my opponent. Pretty good, my sir. Alright. Let's get into another game. Hopefully I'm going through against the cross again. Try to get that win. Ooh. That's my first rank play today. I haven't been playing ranked all day. Been working, grinding, trying to get in there. Alright, let's see if we can get a game in. A win. Let's see if we can be nice. Be nice to us. Give us a nice win. Alright. And then we play against one of our tough matchups. Gear Chronicle. Alright, let's put this back. Put that back. And then put this back. Maybe? No? We can keep that. We'll keep that. As you can see, like, you just keep taking out your opponent's intercepts, but just Kagero just stays with the PGs. Stays with them. Alright, we drew everything. Everything looking very nice in our hand. So we just ride here and just keep going. It definitely feels weird not playing Gojo in the deck right now, because I've been playing it for so long in Kagero decks. Definitely feels weird, but it's just not necessary in this deck. No need for deck filter, especially when you search your grade 3. I notice a lot of people play like crits in their deck, but like the crits aren't worth it. They're a nice draw, and then if you check in defensively, they're a draw, but like the crits is just not necessary at all. I would rather have all draws, everything. I like the way it did the crits, you know, but it's just continuously still not worth it. I think maybe alt models still may use it because they don't have anything better to play. Because like unlike the Kagero Legion, The Royal Legions are seeker based, so Otmile isn't a seeker. In the Jewel Knight Altmile build, you don't use crits obviously, so just pure Altmile is a nice little contender, but I mean the combos do get confusing. Why are we talking about Altmile during the Kagero deck fight, deck profile shenanigans? Alright. I hate 10Ks. I do hate 10Ks, but it's good that we went first, so we're safe from the shenanigans. I think. Yeah, I still hate 10Ks because I can't do anything. Alright, let's give him nothing to retire. Let's give him nothing to spin. Okay, heal trigger. Very nice. Alright, draw trigger for him. And then for just like I think in my Gear Chronicle day I play like 1 crit because there's no other grade 3 better to play. Besides, you have your 4 Legion and you have your 4 Gear Chrono Jet. There's no reason to play anything else, so just play that 1 crit. I understand people's infatuation with playing the crits, but it's just not worth it at all. You gotta make your deck as consistent as possible. Consistency wins games. Alright, we gave him nothing to spin back, so he's probably just gonna go Fate Rider or he's gonna disconnect on me. I don't know which one he's gonna do. Come on, buddy. Yeah, he's probably gonna just go Fate Rider, I'm pretty sure. Oh, he goes Mystery Guy? Okay, cool. I feel like Fate Rider would have been better, but this is fine. He is playing that Fate Wheel Dragon. What do they do when this unit attacks a Vanguard? Counterblast 1 to have your opponent unable to guard with grade 0s. When played, Soul Blast Counterblast 1. Choose one of your grade 1s. Oh, okay. One of your opponent's grade 1s. Put it bottom of the deck. Alright. Come at me, bro. Come at me. We're probably just going to take out this whole right side right here. We lost the PG, which is, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Alright, we have Strife Father. No reason to go into Mustafa. We just go into Muhammad. I'm trying to tell you, like, no one commits to the board, so there's no reason to play the Mustafa until his time. Alright, let's go ahead and retire this. We don't have good boosters this time. We have 12k attacker. We have 2 12k attackers. I could probably just play both of these. Just to push. Or do I want to give him anything to... It's probably not worth it to give him anything to basically spin back so his guy can get big. The 11k guy, that heal works too. That heal works fine. I'm trying to tell you. There we go. Yes, sir. Alright, we hit crit trigger. People are still doing that. Okay. Take out a booster. Taking out people's boosters in Vanguard 0 is really good. So we're checking our heals very nicely in this game. Where was this when he was going against the Cross? Because we was this close to beating him. I promise you. Like, you don't even know. Like, I played a Cross, and the way the game was going, if we had like another PG or we checked the heal, we would be really in that game. Alright, so he spins this. Oh, he's playing a lot of crits. He's playing like 5 crits, but not playing the crit trigger. I don't see the purpose of playing crits if you're not going to play the crit trigger. That's just a waste. I'm trying to figure out, what was the purpose of playing OS over? I guess to have more grade 3s? I don't know. And then he popped a 0 back. I'm guessing that was a heal trigger. I wasn't paying attention. To Soul Blast and draw. Which I didn't even notice he wrote a PG. No, he soul charged the PG. Okay. He soul charged one. So he has a 17k column here. He's searching a grade 3. That's also a crit. like if you don't play cards, we still swing at your face. If you do play cards, we still swing at your face. So I guess it just doesn't matter. I don't know, but you make me use up more counterblast, huh? It's whatever, I guess. Draw trigger. It's working now, I guess. He's hitting his draw triggers. I don't know what else to say about it. I would like my big booster to come in my hand, but okay. Alright, let us go into Muhammad again. This is literally no reason to go into anything else at this point. Alright. So we take out the intercept. If we draw a better booster, like a 7K booster, that's not a 7K booster. We're kind of tough. I guess we can put this here. And then we can do this. We're not going to end up hitting with the Vanguard, so we'll just retire it. You just counter charge. We're fine. We can just counter charge. Put it here, and then if we hit a good trigger and he don't hit a trigger, we'll be able to proc for a PG. Alright, no trigger. He doesn't have PGs either. He doesn't have mini PGs. Alright, so we're proccing a PG here. Very good. Very nice. Then we're running out of triggers here. But that's fine. We don't want to deck out. Alright, 2 Heal Guardians he had in his hand. And he has a Legion in hand, so he can easily re-Legion these triggers back. He can easily re-Legion these triggers back. So that's 2 heals, a PG, some draws. Definitely, that's 2 PGs gone though. It's really tough. I don't even know if he still has any PGs. I know he doesn't have heals. Yeah, he's gonna re-Legion his heals back. Spend one of my intercepts, but we're sitting very pretty. We have 2 PGs in the hand, a Heal Guardian. Like we're super safe. Like we just keep. Oh, does he only play one of that? Oh, he only plays 2. He plays this guy. He probably only plays it because it's SP. It's a nice looking SP though. Yeah, so he's gonna spin both my intercepts and then take out a PG and a Heal Guardian. What is this guy? This guy stops any guard restrict. No. Yeah, so he's just gonna Legion back 2 heals, a draw, and a PG. Oh, a draw. Oh yeah, he has the Legion mate. I forgot about that. Legion mates. All right, and then he's gonna spin my thing. He doesn't have a booster here, so I guess he needs 2 triggers just to hit. Oh, he spins my booster too. Okay. Trigger. That's 1 trigger. That's not 2 trigger. And we hit a trigger. We're hitting triggers very nicely in this game. It's just my opponent is not having a good day. I promise you, because we are hitting triggers, boy. Which he is too. He just has crits for some reason. He's decided to have crits. I thought he was really going to take out a PG, but he didn't have cards to play with. So, we have a really big hand. It's a really big hand. We are good to really just like Legion very nicely because we don't have boosters, so not much is hitting. So I'm gonna go ahead and Legion. Just because we don't have boosters, I'm gonna swing over this and discard, and I'm gonna put triggers back also when I Legion. So let us put triggers back. 2 heals, draw, and a draw. Put these triggers back so we can check some stuff and be able to proc some PGs or heal guards, whatever he has in his hand. And then also like burrow through our deck some more. So we're gonna call this. It's probably just called 2 Neo Flames. It's fine. Like I'm hoping to. Like I don't want to get rid of none of my guard cards, especially if I have to discard cards. Oh wow, no trigger, bro. I put Well, I don't have many in deck. I feel like I'm gonna need to stride later. Yeah, I'm gonna save the grade 3 just so I can stride. Alright, restand, draw 2 cards. It's not a trigger, good. Alright, let us see if we can pop a trigger. Nice, is a heal too. Very nice. One more trigger. Come on, let's do it. Yes! Whiffed heal, that's fine. We take it. Everything can swing in. He has more heal guardians in his hand. Another heal guardian in his hand. He just drawn all his heal guardians. And he has a PG. Alright. That was the first PG we procced from him. He has 1 card in hand. I don't see him doing that much. Like, I guess he has a grade 3 in his hand because he can stride. That's fine. And he just swings like this. So he has a PG in hand. He at least has a PG in hand. Or a grade 3. I don't know which one it is. Alright. So that's our last heal. Yeah. So we just stride and then go for game. We just try to go for game. Nothing else matters but this stride. Yeah, so get rid of the booster. Doesn't really matter what I stride into. Let's just stride into anything. Anything works. We got 12k attacker with 11k grade 3, and we are good to go. 2 12k attackers is good too. These are good too. Alright, retire. Unflip. We usually don't, but you know, I mean, why not? Well, why not? Alright, let's go battle. Since this one has the counter charge, why not? Alright, so you swing here, and we can hit over 1 heal. So hopefully he doesn't have another one. He doesn't check another one, I guess. Nothing. Alright, we take that win. Alright, guys. And there you go. I don't want to make this video too long. My videos are too long these days, so I need to stop making them so long. And there you go. You know what I mean? I think the Gear Chronicles is a tough matchup because you keep putting your stuff back, but, you know, he didn't really get much going there, I feel like. But here's the deck again. Very, very nice deck. It definitely takes wins, just not to the best deck in the format, which is Brawlers and the Cross, which are going to be nerfed in a week or 2 or whatever. So, not looking forward to that because I'm a Cross player, but, you know, let's get it. Here you go again. Like, comment, and subscribe again. Definitely appreciate all the support to my channel, so we can keep growing and getting more content out there for you free-to-play players. All right, peace. I'm out. Thank you, guys.